Okay, so we're upgrading the Ford Focus 2006 vehicle, basic model, the LED lights from the halogen bulbs. Here is the full upgrade, and I've partially upgraded this. Now it's not looking too obvious, but the low beam is H7 and the high beam is this, which is H1. And I've also upgraded the side lights there. This is the halogen bulb that I've taken out, and here we have the Osram, and that is the W5W, which is suitable for this Ford Focus vehicle 2006. So there are the LED upgrades there on that. Just to summarize again, for the low beam it is H7 LED, and for the high beam it is H1, and also for the side tail light there in the front bulb it is W5W. Now for the low beam H7, you need to get it focused at your local garage. So that is that. How to do it then, how to install, I will show you in a second. Now to open the bulb or open the lamp, you will need either a hex. I don't actually have the size number, but you need a set of them just to try them out, or a flat screwdriver. So then you just simply put it in and turn anti-clockwise. Now once you've removed that screw, there's just one more thing to do. You'll need a screwdriver or something to press down in here, and you'll hear that click, and that means then you can prise out the actual lamp much more easier. Now the next stage is to remove the back casing. So you can see here you have these clasps. When you hear the pop, that means they're out. It's almost as if you've broken it, but it's not the case. And again, there we are. There we are. Just like that, all with one hand. Now, as I've said previously, I have already upgraded the low beam H7, which is here. And now I'm going to upgrade the tail light, the side tail light, with the W5W LED, Osram, and then the full beam, which is H1. So to remove, let's remove the Osram first, or the actual side tail light. So it's just a simple case. It's not even held in with a clasp. You just simply take it out, just like that. And again, it's going to be a bit difficult for me now with one hand, but let me see. Can I do it? No, I can't. So you'll need two hands just to hold this and then gently pull out. Never shake, just pull straight out. So I've taken out the old bulb, and here is the new one. That is the Osram LED, as I've said. And again, you just put it in to the slot there. And there we are. I've installed it there, and it's just a case of putting it back in to the hole. And as I said, there's no groove or anything. You just push it in, and that's that. Now the next stage is to remove the actual full beam. So there is a clasp there, just, you can see it, just push it down. There it is. And then I've removed it, and then just lift up. And then take that out, and there we are. So again, the same principle, pull straight out from the socket. Now in terms of the new replacement LED, let me try and focus in here on that. So in relation to this, you can see there's a flat side there. It doesn't maybe seem that obvious. Can you see that there, that flat side on this side? And there we can see the flat side. Let me just try and focus that again there. So this is the flat side here, and so make sure that this flat side aligns up and it slots straight in like that. Now it's a bit of a, obviously there's a bit of a fan there in the back, So you'll need to work around the cabling so that it doesn't interfere with the push down clip. I'm going to do that now. So now I've successfully clipped it back in, and as you can see, there isn't much room there in between the power cable of the bulb connecting to the socket. As you see, it's a kind of an extension lead there. So you can do it, as I said, it is snug. And the next thing then is just to put this away in the body casing so that it's out of the way and not pushing on anything. So there we are. Nice and snug out of the way there. And that's basically it. So if you want to then just switch on the lights on the car full beam to test, and when you're happy, close back up. So to close back up then, let me just try this. There we are. So we just take this, make sure there's no cables outside, put it back here. There we are. Now that's a two-hand job, and once you have it in place, you'll need to give a bit of force to push down on each of the 4 clips. There we have one, and there's 2, 3, and the final one, 4, just like that. So then you just take that, put it back in, and make sure it lines up. As you can see, sometimes that can be a bit difficult. Take your screw, wherever it is, there we are, put it back in and tighten up accordingly. And there you have a full upgrade on the Ford Focus. This is a 2006 model, upgrading from the halogen to the LED with significant visual nighttime light improvement. I'm using the Novsight, Novsight, which I have purchased. Excellent one, capable of all sorts of... So as I said, the Novsight, it's an excellent set of bulbs. It has the fan quite small, which is good for compact spaces. And this is the H1 size. Again, for your vehicle, you'll have to look it up or use ChatGPT to ask you what size bulb it is, or Google Gemini. And again, for the actual small side bulb there, which is approximately there. There we are. That is the Osram, which is very good quality, and that is the Osram W5W. Now I have them in another vehicle, a Land Rover Discovery 3, and they've lasted going on 3 years now with no sign of failure yet. So that is it, how to upgrade your bulbs on your Ford Focus.